Hi, guys. It's so good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome to another video. It's a slightly different one today. I hope you've got yourself a nice cup of tea, that you're sitting nice and comfy, and you're ready for a little catch up. How do you feel today? Do you feel happy and content? Do you feel positive and hopeful? Or do you feel moody and anxious, sad and low? Whatever you feel, just know that all of your feelings and emotions are welcome here. We accept them, no discrimination, no judgment. I'm just so glad to have you here and to share this moment together. This is a safe, warm and cozy environment, and I really hope you can feel it through the screen. I won't lie to you, it's been hard for me lately. And I want to open up and share some of the thoughts that have been crowding my mind, as there's always a chance that some of you might relate. And if that's the case, I want to make sure that by sharing my experience, you just feel understood and less alone. And if you don't relate, that's great as well, because it's a chance for us to have a conversation, to compare and exchange thoughts. If you don't know me, I'm Julia. I'm a type A kind of person, driven, ambitious, and really organized, to the point of being slightly weird. I'm a recovering people pleaser, and I'm someone that tends to feel worthy when accomplishing things in a way that's tangible, that is quantifiable. And goodness, that is stressful. It's unsustainable and really not that healthy, let me tell you. Imagine being the one pushing and applying extra pressure on yourself. And just imagine being your own cause of burnout. You can rest assured that I'm working hard to break that cycle, but goodness me, it takes time. And at this stage in life, as I prepare to step into motherhood, honestly, I can't believe I'm saying these words. And as I navigate my pregnancy, my relationship with myself, my husband, my career, I really feel like the burnout is real. I feel like I'm constantly falling behind. Like I see things on social media and all around me in real life, and I constantly wonder if I'm doing enough. And spoiler alert, yes, I'm doing my bloody best, and that is enough. Comparison is truly the thief of joy and a huge anxiety trigger. For instance, when I think about baby, I hardly know what's going on, and I feel wildly unprepared. I've barely bought anything for her. I've not read all of the pregnancy and motherhood books under the sun. No, I just haven't. I've read some. Is that enough? Does it count that I've watched hours and hours of mummy content on YouTube? I hope it does, because I've definitely overindulged in those. And you know, I've not taken antenatal classes or connected with other mums. Does that make me a bad mum? Does it mean that I'll struggle and fail and stumble and fall? For all I know, no one can ever be truly prepared for this. Life is incredibly busy as it is. Right now I'm selling and buying a new house, preparing to move to a new city. Not really new, just to another city. Trying to navigate pregnancy and just keeping healthy physically and mentally, and that's a lot. And the last thing I need is extra pressure. And genuinely, I don't know anyone that's ever felt in control when having a baby for the first time. A lot of it is going to be learned on the job. That's just the reality of it. And I've accepted that. Don't get me wrong, being informed and knowing the basics and being prepared is really important. And I'm certainly trying to cover the essentials. But I think it kind of stops somewhere where more isn't more, but it just becomes a source of stress. So my approach, I'm just trusting that with enough knowledge and a good dose of humility and willingness to learn on the job, I'll just get through it. And that's going to be enough. And at work, I'm being expected to be my normal, non-pregnant self and deliver. Be proactive. Make sure to be in people's faces. Get yourself out there as much as possible. Don't let them forget about you whilst you're off. Just first of all, as an introvert, that sounds like hell on earth. And if you're an introverted brother or sister, you probably know what I'm talking about. You know, I've been asked if I feel any different about my career now that I'm about to have a baby. And honest answer, I have no idea. Like, my world is just about to be turned upside down and there's no way of anticipating how I feel. So yeah, no clue. I have to be honest, it has been a little bit of a tricky morning. I woke up feeling really anxious, and that meant that I woke up, you know, with a lot of emotions, feeling quite confused, a little bit like all over the place, really. That's how I felt. And, you know, we all have those days. We're all human. We can't always be, you know, 100% fully happy. So I think showing the ups and the downs, I think it's helpful. It's comforting. It just brings us together in this human experience that we all find ourselves in. So today I've got a couple of bits that I really want to do. I need to pack. We're going to Portugal on Wednesday, but we're leaving for London tomorrow night, so we've got to pack, and that has to be done. Yeah, I want to be spending some time, you know, taking care of myself and doing the things that I know make me feel better. So we went for a little walk this morning, which was great. And I'm gonna make us some really lovely lunch. I have no idea what I'm gonna make. If you know me, it's probably gonna be some kind of Buddha ball at the end of the day. That's usually what I make when I have no idea what to cook. And also, we don't have that much in the fridge. As you can imagine, we've not really stocked up on loads of things because we're leaving for holiday. And however, can I just show you something? Look how cute! Look how cute these little nails are. So nice and summery. Yeah, so self-care. Self-care today. Let's be gentle. I have this issue where I tend to put a lot of pressure on myself. I've got all of these things in mind that I want to do and that I tell myself that I need to do. And it's not super healthy, I can tell you that. So we're gonna try to scale back a little bit today. We're gonna try to, yeah, really take care of ourselves. And I've been told to be careful about sharing my real sentiments. You know, if it turns out that I don't feel as driven or ambitious as before, it might be advisable that I keep it to myself so that I don't get penalized. Isn't that so sad, so unfair, and so infuriating? Like, you know, motherhood shouldn't be seen as a hindrance, something that holds you back and turns into a less than ideal employee or colleague. Sure, like, priorities are reshuffled and a new perspective kicks in, but shouldn't that be seen as enriching? Do you ever eat it from the jar? So spicy but so good. It might grace me with a more rounded understanding of what's truly important. Working unnecessarily long hours or being always available or saying yes to everything might suddenly appear unnecessary and unimportant. And in my opinion, that shouldn't be seen as a threat or as a sign of laziness or lack of motivation. It should be appreciated as a sign of clarity and balance. Imagine having a better understanding of what's truly worth spending your time and resources. Just remove all the unnecessary crap that at the end of the day just doesn't really matter. To me, that speaks of wholesomeness. Also, it should be okay that I don't have all of my answers right now, that I don't know how I will feel, or what I will want to do, or what I will feel like exploring. For goodness sake, I'm just about to start a new, lifelong job. Does anyone else see that? when it comes to self-care and well-being, I often catch myself wondering if I've moved enough, got enough fresh air, got enough protein, done my physio exercises. Honestly, the list is genuinely endless. Like, there's always something I feel like I should be doing. Like, for instance, I can't get myself to do Kegel exercises 3 times a day, which is what's been recommended by my physio. I think that expectation is honestly outrageous. Just the thought of it is exhausting. I mean, if you do Kegel exercises 3 times a day, kudos to you, my friend. Teach me your magic. Just share it with me, please, because this girl can't. We've made some progress over here. We've started packing for Portugal. We've got my dresses here, got accessories, trousers, t-shirts, and here we've got a few dresses that I'm considering for a photo shoot. You may wonder, a photo shoot? Yes, we're doing a little pregnancy photo shoot with our wedding photographer Dan, and that's going to be on Tuesday, the day before we fly out. So that's been a little bit stressful, just because in terms of timings, unfortunately that was the only time where we could make it work, we could fit it in, and yeah, it just a little bit stressful to organize everything the day before we fly out. So yeah, I've got my outfits. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna wear just yet, so I'm gonna figure that out probably on Tuesday. And then I've got my shoes. So yeah, quite a few things that I need to think about as I pack. So I was talking to Dan, our photographer, and we were looking at different locations for the photo shoot on Tuesday. And I had this idea in mind, and I'm gonna pop it on the screen somewhere, to do something a little bit different. Because, for instance, for our engagement photos, but also for our wedding, we did a lot of like running in the fields, spontaneous, all neutral kind of pictures. So, you know, like the standard, I guess the standard like couple pictures that you would always take. And I was thinking, you know what, like, let's try something different. Let's try something a little bit more fun. Let's get out of our comfort zone. And so I picked this like quirky theme where Ruben would be wearing a suit with Vans and a nice like bow tie, and I'll be wearing like a bright pink dress with like, you know, colourful shoes and accessories. And I was thinking, oh, that's a big fly. That's a massive fly. Ew. You know, I was thinking like old ice cream parlor, candy floss, lollipops. I was thinking about like all of that stuff, like fair. I don't know. I showed it to him and he was like, this would be so much fun to do. And there's a few locations all around London that could work. The problem is, because we are shooting on Tuesday, a lot of businesses are actually closed on Tuesday. And so yeah, we were just trying to figure out where to go because the option that we were going to go for is actually shut. So that really sucks. Let me show you like the craziness, yeah, because like I went full out. So I got some candy floss of different colors. We've got pink, but we also have, I'll show you, like rainbow. And the problem is, I didn't know this, but if you want to shoot with candy floss, you've got to like consider the fact that it shrinks if you shoot outdoors very quickly. And if you shoot near water, it shrinks even faster, and so you should order more. Now on Tuesday it's gonna be apparently a very wet day, which bloody sucks. Ooh, exposure. The weather has been phenomenal this whole freaking week, and yeah, the day that we need it to be good, it's not. Never mind. No issue there. We'll make it work, I'm sure. So yeah, I've got a ton of candy floss. I've got lollipops, and then yeah, I'm hoping we'll be able to find a nice ice cream parlor and yeah, take these nice like sort of retro fun, quirky, colourful pictures. I think what I told Dan was I want these pictures to be the sort of picture that anyone could have up on their wall. I don't want it to be like a soppy, you know, cheesy couple picture of just me and Ruben with Bump, if that makes sense. Does it make sense? I don't know, you tell me. But also, I've now packed. We've done a lot of chores actually today. And what I would love to do right now is take a nice shower and then, rest a little bit. I do need a little bit of a rest. If there's something that pregnancy taught me, is to let go a little. Give myself a break. Not expect myself to be the perfect human that ticks all of the boxes and quote unquote smashes it. I'm learning that rest is important. That it's perfectly okay if I don't train or walk my 10,000 steps. Or if I choose to have chips with my dinner, forget to meditate, or need long naps. It doesn't make me a failure. It doesn't make me lazy. It doesn't make me a waste of space. It makes me human. A human that needs love, care, rest, acceptance, and kindness. And how powerful is it to be the one giving myself the love and care and rest and acceptance and kindness that I need. Guys, I did nothing for the past 3 hours. I literally laid in bed, and this is my fan, by the way. If you hear all of that noise, it's that to blame. I just did my meditation and then read a little bit of my book, watched Sweet Magnolias, new TV show that I've started. Let's see how it is. I finished, gosh, what is it called? This Is Us. What a good TV show. So deep, so much good food for thought. It really makes you think about parenting and relationships, and yeah, it's great. So yeah, I just started something new, and then I was just chilling. I started looking at Deliveroo and Uber Eats and Just Eat, knowing perfectly well that they don't deliver to my address. I don't know why I do this, but it's like 8 p.m. now, almost, and I really need to think about dinner. Ruben is not that hungry. So I don't know, I've been looking at pizzas and now I can't really have pizza or make pizza. It's just too late, I can't be bothered. So yeah, that's me right now. When it comes to relationships, I often ask myself, am I being a good friend, daughter, and sister? Am I being present enough in the lives of my loved ones? Am I showing up the way I'd like to? Is there more I should do for my relationship with my partner? The truth is, I try my bloody best. I try to do my part in the best way possible. Imperfectly, sure, but I do it wholeheartedly. The thing about relationships is that they're always a two-way street. It takes two to tango after all, doesn't it? And that thought gives me comfort because all of a sudden, I just realized that I'm not fully responsible for everything and everyone. It doesn't all rest on me. So I just focus on my part, on doing my part without feeling overly responsible. And it's certainly not easy, but it's actually quite freeing and empowering to have this realization. Pressure and expectations truly cover all aspects of life. And if there's anything I want you to take away from this endless ramble, it's that you're enough. And you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You're worthy of love, of kindness, and acceptance, regardless of what you do or not do. You're deserving of love just because you exist. You know, there's always going to be something that we should be doing, or someone that we should be trying to be. But how about we learn to accept ourselves and treat ourselves with the same kindness and acceptance we would a friend? Take care, guys. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here today. See you next week. Bye.